Cold Bay, Alaska. A frontier town at the tip of the Alaskan Peninsula, surrounded by the Aleutian Mountains and hundreds of miles of ocean. Reeve Aleutian Airlines is one of Cold Bay's only links to the outside world. It operates a small fleet of rugged planes carrying people and cargo across the state and beyond. Reeve Aleutian Airlines Flight 8 prepares to leave Cold Bay for Seattle, Washington. The route will take the flight over a wide stretch of the North Pacific Ocean. 54-year-old Captain James Gibson is a hardened bush pilot with more than 25 years' experience flying Alaska's tough terrain.
Set takeoff thrust.
Gibson's flight engineer
Thrust set.
is 45-year-old Alaskan Gerald Moose Lauren. His first officer is 39-year-old Gary Lintner.
Generally, we flew that route once a week. On this particular day, we were scheduled for 5 hours of flying time.
Gear up.
Gear up.
Flaps up, Gear.
Flaps up. Reeve 8 is off the ground, about 2-3.
Reeve 8, roger, and have a good flight.
There are 10 passengers on board, mostly hunters and anglers. Wendy Kroon is the senior flight attendant.
We were headed to Seattle. It was a beautiful day. It was clear, no turbulence. Highly unusual, highly unusual. There should have been turbulence.
Pacific winds in the nearby Aleutian Mountains often create turbulent skies. Captain Gibson will cross the North Pacific aboard a Lockheed L-188 Electra, powered by 4 turboprop engines.
They're just an incredibly tough airplane. Stronger than 10 acres of garlic, I used to always say.
Gibson finishes turning his aircraft on course towards Seattle when he hears an unusual buzzing sound.
You hear that, Gear?
I do. Not sure.
I noticed that the vibration that I was feeling in my feet and the vibration that was in the glass was different. And that's the first time I'd ever come across that. And I thought, well, this is a little different.
The hell. Moose, have a look, would you?
Yeah, you bet.
As Gibson and Lintner wait for Moose Lauren to report back, the vibrations become more pronounced.
I distinctly remember looking down and seeing my control yoke shaking. And I turned to Jim and I said, Jesus, look at this. And Jim and I are kind of looking at each other across the cockpit. And finally he says,
Oh, screw this. Let's turn around.
Meanwhile, Wendy Kroon helps Lauren check the engines.
The engineer said, I want you to come back and check number 4 engine and see if you can see anything. And just as I looked out the window, the engine went.